first down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Ajayi. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 24-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they've really settled in as well. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is Ajayi. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Throwing, Jones. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They run with Ajayi, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Irving able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Play action. Now Wentz. He finds Ajayi, and he'll be knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Slot man moves right. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 8 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Philadelphia first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the offense for Philadelphia. We were discussing it a little bit earlier when Carson Wentz came out for the first time, but over 400 yards of offense last week against Denver.
Yeah, and they were pretty balanced in doing it because Jay Ajayi, who they just acquired from the Miami Dolphins, they got him right into the lineup, didn't they? 77 yards and a touchdown. Only 8 carries to get that done. So their ability to run the ball, Wentz's ability to throw the ball, I'd hate to have to game plan for them on defense.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while. And now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Donnie Jones now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down carry by Elliott. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards to the house. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Aguilar over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating. Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake. Yep, the opportunity squashed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing here, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I don't know about you, but I could hear
and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Shift together here from the D-line. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom. Now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. Like Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna, yes on yes. Say less. No fun if the homies now R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all roll for these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't no. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't no. Say less.
Counting up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo, choose up. Take this, appreciate it. This too. If I tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker, got me sipping club soda. Some bombs never go off, some stars never blow up. I'm pitching in, never in the dugout. Reaching in my and I can't take a head count. Flashback, 03, things was looking run down. Now I set foot in the place, it's a luau. Killing like 10 counts, y'all know how we get down. House with the fence around, y'all know that we en route. Transition from the Impala to the Fisker. I should charge admission for that to get the dessert. Left the doors up, now the Lambo has pigtails. Since you getting comfy, I'ma let you sit there, I'ma let you stay there. When I shed a tear, they didn't have no care, so I'ma charge retail. I brought some cause you say you want sick. If you love sick in the room, you best get well. Every dog has its day, what the no tuck. Sway Lee, Winter Magazine, double XL. Floss with your Gucci on, dipped in colors burst on the cars and the jewels. I'm a wanted man. Seats looking like they got a spray tan. When I was without, not a helping hand. I got some guys that throw it back and make me drop the cans. I told Ben Frank just to drop a pin. I could let my fit go to the highest bid. Yes, I might drop in. It all depends. Junior high, I was dreaming of a 10. I'm coming clean though. I mean, not a spec. My girl be serving looks. I can the chef. Katana sword popping out my walking cane. I'm overseas, my Cali Bay life. How was Spain?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out to the right here to Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And Wilson has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the pass or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew.
He's got a man, complete. A big play. That time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards. Bortles now on first down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Bortles now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Wilson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Bortles. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. run. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On second down, Ivory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Ivory, 25 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, this seems like a good time to make a quick pivot here and go back to Week 9 of the NFL because there were some pretty big milestones that were passed.
Can we start with a kicker? Because we're going
Adam
to.
Vinatieri.
Look, Adam Vinatieri to me is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, what he's accomplished here, now he's in sole possession of second place in the league's all-time scoring list with 2,442 points. Needs 103 more. Now, we're chased down the Hall of Famer, Morton Anderson.
And yet Eli go over 50K passing yards. Jameis over 10K, second youngest to do that. And then Larry Fitzgerald, what did he do?
Yeah, and the win against the 49ers moved into 6th place all-time in receiving yards, passing Hall of Famer Tim Brown. How about Larry Fitz? The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
It's caught outright by Graham. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wilson. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. On second down, Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On third down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now, as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Bortles now to throw. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Bortles. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they've printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. And as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Third and goal, option right. They'll run. This is Lacey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Airing it out for Hearns. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw is Bortles. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 5. Now Bortles. Sliding out of the pocket. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's a give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, they need the football back. That's not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down, here's Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Bortles going to look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's third down. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He finds it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. There he goes right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Flush to his right. He finds his man, Baldwin. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On On first down, Wilson fights him off. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. One last shot for Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road.
People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man.
I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beat. Won't you come pink? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks.
Man, what's left in my life, don't know what's in store. Putting up the numbers.